डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर ओपन युनिव्हर्सिटी.
Namaskar, I, Dr. Darshana Dalwadi, is welcoming you all to the lecture series of Principles of Cybersecurity from the Chaitanya Studio of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University. Today we are going to see about advanced persistent threats and cyber kill chain. Now, till date we have discussed that what is the meaning of threat, what type of attacks we are having, and to do that attacks, what the attackers are doing. Up to this we have discussed. Now today we are going to see the advanced persistent threats and the cyber kill chain. Now how to have advanced persistent threats and how to kill it. Actually we are not going to kill the threats directly, but here the kill in sense we are going to destroy it. How we will destroy the threats, how the threats are coming in our system. Up to this whatever we have discussed, it was the thing which in general we are using, or we can say in general the attackers are using. But now whatever we are going to discuss is about advanced thing. What are the advanced ways that the attackers are using, that we are going to see today. Now first thing we can see that our today's agenda, first discussion we are having about the understanding of the problem. What is the problem, what we have to do, how we will get it, how we will get the idea, that we are going to discuss first. After that we are having advanced persistent threat, means the main topic of today, that is what? Advanced persistent threat. After identifying the problem, we will see that what are the ways we have of having advanced threats. After having that discussion, we will have the cyber kill chain discussion. Now in cyber kill chain, what we will have? As the name suggests, we are going to kill something, and it is in a form of chain in a form of steps. We are having different steps which we will follow to kill the attacks. Here we are actually going to destroy it, or we can say how we will find the solution. So these are the things which we are going to cover today. Now first thing we have, that is we are going to understand the problem. We are actually trying to understand the problem. Now when we are having the organizations are facing critical issues from different types of advanced threats, including to the traditional ones. See, when we are having any organization, here we are discussing advanced threats, but it is not so that when advanced threats are there, we will not have the traditional threats. It will be there. Along with that, we will have advanced threats. So organizations are facing many issues from advanced threats as well as from the traditional threats. However, they are still finding issues that how the advanced persistent threat, which is also known as APT, can be handled in a way those traditional threats are handled. They are finding the issues from advanced threats as well as traditional ones. With this, they are also trying to find that whenever they are having this APT, we can say advanced persistent threat as APT also. So how APTs are going to be handled in the way that the traditional threats are handled. APT is much complex in nature that they cannot be handled with any single approach. As we know here, it is advanced threats, so it is a combination. It may be a combination, or it may be something new which is already not there. So it is not possible to handle it with the help of a single approach. it is not possible to secure any organization to handle entire security approach in a single way. So what we are doing, we will first need to understand that what is the approach of APT, how they have done, and after analyzing it we will be able to provide a solution. Organizations are dealing with the APTs, they are completely different in nature until the organization understands where the real issue lies and how to solve them. Every time when we are having the APT in any organization, it is not so that it will have the same manner. It may have different nature every time whenever it is coming. They are trying to understand it. They are first trying to understand the issue, what they are facing, and then they are trying to solve it. To understand how to handle advanced persistent threats, first executives of the organization has to understand the motive behind the attack. Now first when we are going to handle the APT, at that time what the organization will do, first they need to understand that what is the motive of this attack. What are the motive they have? The attackers will have some motive to attack the organization. So first identify that motive, and based on that the further steps will be taken. As still management of many organizations still thinks that they have paid or invested enough to handle every kind of cyber attack, because spending the money will not solve the issue of complete security of the advanced threats. Organizations are understanding that they have invested enough, they have invested money, so it will get protected, but every time it is not so. Just investment of money is not providing the security of your system. In the current situation, or in simple terms, the traditional method which is followed is to install basic security mechanisms. Traditional method is what? Right now we are following traditional method for simple traditional attacks. So what we have in that traditional method? In that we just have simple installation of basic security mechanisms. Then they get compromised, they will get notifications from the law enforcement, and then they start the forensic investigation. APTs are well funded, organized group of hackers who in a systematical manner to compromise the target, which is mostly government organizations, private companies. They are trying to steal the data of such type of organizations. APTs are well funded, means they are having enough fund to attack the organization, and they are collecting the people, the expert person of that organization. Whatever organization they are targeting, for that whatever type of experts they need, they are making a group, making a team, and after that they are targeting the system. They are mainly focused on gathering critical data by exploiting the vulnerability in a stealthy manner. Their main focus is what? They are trying to access the critical data of the organization. That is the main focus, because by the help of data only they can do further things. Then after, they are very smart in hiding their tracks. Whenever this APT we are having, at that time it is difficult to find the track. Whenever we have any type of attack, at that time attacker will follow one track, and from there it can be identified that this is the attack we have in our organization. But in APT, the attackers are very smart. They are hiding their tracks. They bypass highly secure infrastructure to establish the foothold in the target organization and to remain there until and unless the motive is not completed. they are in the system, they check the system, they first investigate whole system, remains there, and whatever motive they have, the time which is taken to complete the motive, the whole time duration, up to whole time duration, they will be in the system only. But it is difficult for the organization to track the attacker because they are hiding their tracks. If we look deep into the APT, attackers need one vulnerability to compromise the security and make way to get into the organization. Now see, whenever we are having any type of attack, it is traditional one or it is advanced threat, we need one place from where the attacker can attack. Suppose I am the attacker, or in simple terms, suppose I am giving you one example. One house is there or one room is there. If we want to enter in that house or in that room, then what we require? We require one entry point from where we can enter in your room or in that house. Same thing we are having in system. When threats are there, when attacks are there, at that time they require some entry point from where they can enter in organization. So they are first, what they are trying to do, first they are finding, first after the analysis of organization, they will try to find the places from where they can enter in the organization. But for the organization, they need to find out all vulnerability and to patch them. So this is what we are having in APT, how they will have the entry in organization. After finding the points, or we can say the entry points or vulnerability points, they will try to enter in your system, in your organization. Many organization does not still understand that what are all the point of entry points or attack vectors from where the attacker can exploit it and their way inside. Many organizations are not having the idea that which are the entry points from where the attacker can enter in their organization. The success ratio of APT is good as they keep on trying until they find a way to exploit the system of the target. The success ratio we have, that is very good, as we have discussed earlier, that when APT is there, they have one motive. If their motive is not get successful, then up to that time they will remain in this system. So they are having more chances of getting success in that attack. For APT, we have to learn them first before we try to stop them. Instead of looking in the future, we can start learning the APT now, and we can try to build the defense based on the learning from the past attacks. See, when we are having this APT, at that time directly we are not able to provide the solution. We cannot stop them at a time. But what we can do? First we need to understand. First we need to learn them. After learning what actually in this, what we have to learn, that what is the attack, how they have done. After learning that, we can provide simple defense solutions, and whatever attack right now we are having, if it is having any relation with the past attack, then try to find it, try to correlate it, and based on the past attacks, try to find a defensive solution so that we can stop it. Though we cannot be sure that there will be no new approach. We don't know that for any type of APT we have new approach or not. We don't know actually what actually will be there in APT, because every time it will be new, or the combination of past one and something is added, such type of things we will get. So every time it is not there that we will have approach for it, already we will have the solution. In some cases it may happen that solution is provided, but in some cases we have to find. So directly we are not able to find at a time, but what we have to do, we have to take references of past attacks, then we have to understand the current attack, and based on that we try to find the solution. But there are chances that same cyber criminal groups tend to use similar tactics and techniques on similar organizations. The key objective should assume the worst attack ever and hope for the best. Whenever we are having any APT or we are trying to provide the solution to any APT, what should be our objective? We have to assume that whatever attack we have, that is worst case, and whatever solution we are trying to provide to it, that is the best solution for it. This should be the objective in our mind when we are having any APT in our system. It will help to understand the security level of your organization and will learn something new, while indirectly help to improve the security posture of the organization. This mindset will help you to learn new things for your APT, as well as it will indirectly helping you to improve the security posture of your organization. Instead of assuming the best security measures are applied and doing nothing, the final goal should be an organization should not lose the business due to the lack of cybersecurity measures and practices. Most of the organization so spend large amount behind the cybersecurity and defend them. It is better to have some solution instead of having nothing. But the fundamental point is to understand it, to identify the priority, risk, and returns from the investment. The reason behind failure to defend from APT is to identify what resources are at high risk, needs more protection. What is the main reason behind the failure of defending any APT? The main reason is to identify what resources are there which need the more protection, means which are at the highest risk. We are not able to identify it, and because of that we are not able to defend the APT. There are multiple protection mechanisms which are already in place where the APT attack has been seen. There are multiple protection mechanisms we have. First one we have, that is firewall, then application filtering, then endpoint detection, then antivirus solutions, and intrusion detections. Investing a large amount of money to defend an organization from APT does not guarantee the protection from the APT. We have such type of multiple protection mechanisms which are already there in our organization. But it is not so that when we are having such things, we will not have any APT in our organization. It is not providing any type of guarantee of protection against the APT. We have such things, we have firewall, we have application filtering, we have endpoint detection, we have antivirus solutions, we have intrusion detections. Everything is there in your organization, even though you are not having any guarantee of protection from APT. It will find some way if it has targeted to your organization. But the organization should focus on high risk vulnerabilities and resources which can cause a big impact. We have everything, and even though we are not able to provide the protection, then what should the organization do? They should focus on high risk access points from where the attacker can come, which can create a big impact in your organization. It is better to fix two high risk vulnerabilities which can cause a big impact instead of fixing low risk 20 vulnerabilities which cause no threats. Suppose in your organization you are having 20 attacks which is not creating much effect in your organization, and at the same time you are having only 2 attacks which are of high level and creating big impact on your organization. So which one you will choose first? Which one you will try to fix first? It is better to solve that 2 which is creating more impact in your organization instead of the 20 which is not creating any effect. Now, up to this we have discussed that what actually the problem is in our organization. We have seen that organization is there, they are having APT. They don't know actually what APT is there and how they are coming. They have the system, security system, but every time the security system is not protecting from APT. So security system is also trying to protect, but the APT group members are very sharp, very active, and they are trying their number of ways to get access of that organization. So this is what we are having in the problem, means what is the problem. Now we are going to see about APT. What does it mean and how it works? As the name suggests, we are having 3 words in APT: Advanced Persistent Threat. It sounds very simple, but it is often misunderstood. We have seen that 3 words are there, means we assume that it will be simple one, but every time it is not the simple attack. It is new every time. It is having new things in each and every type of attack. First term we have, that is advance. Now the term advance is related to the systematically crafting an attack in terms of its advanced and very targeted code used, which is very effective. As the name suggests, every time the attackers are using something new, something which is systematically crafted by an attacker in terms of advanced and very targeted code which will be used in very effective way. The way attacker crafts the attack is very advanced, while the methods to deliver the same are very standard methods, and most important that it will work. The attack they are crafting is very advanced, and the methods they are using to deliver it are very standard methods. And in this way, they are using standard methods and the attacks are advanced. The most important thing is that the attack will work. Most of the APT will take advantage of the available advanced technology and techniques to customize the attack. What the APT will do? They will take the advantage of available advanced technology. Whatever advanced technology they are having, they will use it. The techniques, advanced techniques they will use, and by this they are doing the customization of attack. That is why we are saying that this is advanced threat. In every APT there will be a single method which will be used to bypass the security devices, which is known as encryption. It was created to stop attackers from accessing critical information. Most security devices are unable to read the encrypted code of payload or encrypted packets in the network. The attacker sets up the encrypted outbound tunnel to attack a system, and because of this, the data is encrypted and it goes undetected on the network. What the attackers are doing? They are accessing critical information, then from it is encrypting it, and after that the encrypted data, whatever they have stolen from the system, that is pass on, and because the data is encrypted, it is not going to be detected on the network. Up to this we are keeping. Next we will discuss in next lecture. Thank you.
Swadhyaya